keeping Luis Garcia up for the latest edition of Extra Time. He's in Malaysia. It is morning, so maybe he's just getting up early for us. What time is it, Luis?
6:24 in the morning. Thank you very much, guys.
That's fine.
Oh, pay him double. Pay him double.
No, the day's
No, because it all... No, Don. See, what you're going to find here
Pay
is...
him double.
He's got a few of these to do to bridge that gap from the shows that he disappears early. When we're doing La Liga.
No, that's not true. That's not true, and you know. That's not true, and you know.
Top
Anyway, but okay, if you allow me, guys, now that I'm here in Malaysia, we got a massive fan base here, and I got a player in my team that wakes up every morning to check the Extra Time. Se llama Sumare, and I want to send you a big hug because this guy is a big fan of your show. So just to send a big hug.
Your show?
Our show.
This show?
Every day, yeah?
Oh, it's great to have you watching. I love the Malaysia. You've been to Malaysia. Brilliant football fans, brilliant people.
Yeah. I think a lot of places you'd be surprised. You know, you got the Caribbean. It's very much the same. So it's amazing how things travel. We got Australia. Oh my God, this is like a self-promo, isn't it? Somewhere else in Africa we're going now, in South Africa.
To keep Luis up even longer. Just keeping Luis up even longer.
I actually met a Chinese presenter who was working for a company that was, this was a while ago, working for a company that was in tandem with ESPN. I can't recount the whole story. But he was over here and he spoke English, and he said the show at that point, I don't know if it still is, the show at that point was going out in China with subtitles.
Amazing.
I know.
I would like it dubbed, though. I would like to hear you in Chinese. That would be amazing.
I don't think so.
But it's great to have all of our international viewers watching. All right, Craig, another ex-Manchester United player shining today. Will it become a point where players will only go to the club just to leave because then they will be better than ever?
Go to the club just to...
Let me go to the club, then I'll leave, and then I'll be amazing.
Yeah, but, I mean... I think, we talked about this on the live show. I think we have to slow down a little bit here. Marcus Rashford had an amazing night, but that's all it was. And careers are not made in one game, and careers are not resurrected on one game, but it certainly helps. But it was good to see, players who are maybe better than they've been showing, certainly at Manchester United. And we know Rashford's a good player, but we also know, for example, Rasmus Højlund struggled at Manchester United. So it's good to see players getting out there and gaining confidence. But again, Marcus Rashford is going to have to, given the opportunity, produce that kind of stuff quite a lot for Hansi Flick, because there's a little guy called Lamine Yamal on the sidelines injured, and he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's not bad at all, is he? Speaking of Barcelona, Luis, next question. Pedri and De Jong were excellent again today, both in possession and in regaining possession. What else can be said about how well they control games for Barcelona?
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that they've been brilliant in why Barcelona managed to get the result today. In the moments that where teams panic, they just feel that they are in the normal space, and they are so comfortable on the ball. They play with everyone who are around them. They are trying to find them because they know that the ball with them is safe. And they are, I think that today they were incredible. Don't forget that Frankie Joe comes from a long injury. He hasn't been involved in the games, and today he just played like a normal game. He was one of the best players into the match. So, yeah, it's very difficult to continue praising, because we talked a lot about Pedri, about Frankie Joe, how good they are. And this season is going to be huge if they want to do a good paper once again in the Champions League. That again is going to be for them the main target. La Liga, of course, is going to be there. But I think that in their head is to try to arrive far on the competition. So these two players are going to be crucial, clinical for this Barcelona, and to achieve those targets, those objectives.
Because this is how my brain works. Not the biggest brain, but there's a little brain in there. Did you get up for this show, Louise, or did you stay up for this show?
What do you mean?
Did you?
No, I didn't sleep today. I just went through to watch the game of Barcelona, and then the Manchester City, and then be on the show. That's what you mean?
See how your brain works there, Craig. Do you know what I was thinking watching Luis there? I'm thinking he's missed a trick. He should do this in his bed, just all tucked up. Get into bed, get the covers, do the last 10 minutes, and then as soon as he's done, he's asleep. That's what I'm thinking.
If I'm in Malaysia, if I'm anywhere really that's not in the studio here, there's a high possibility of an internet problem.
Super professional.
Know what I mean? Pull the old wire out. Oh, sorry, lads.
We'll be off to the gym next to put everyone to shame.
Scandalous. Scandalous.
Oh, I'm telling you,
That's how his brain works.
I used to do it when I lived in England. I used to do this show. The show used to be but it was called Press Pass then. When I used to do that, which I did quite regularly, every now and again I'd go down to IMG and the camera, you know, there was a problem, and you know I'd have a little half-hearted effort at getting the wires in, and then I would ask, I'm like, well, it was determined on whether I was getting paid or not. So if I was told I was still getting paid,
terrible.
even if on, well, you know.
You break it up, guys.
That's terrible. Luis is just a proper pro at 6:30 in the morning. You're pulling cables out at 11 o'clock at night.
Pretty much.
And admitting it, that it was for this company live on air. Craig,
No, I wasn't
No, I
pulling
didn't do it.
cables
It
out.
wasn't
Well,
ESPN.
I'm not a technician.
Craig, how excited are you for the return of the big table?
Oh yeah, we've got a big screen over there that was brought in for something else that we never used it.
This is the big Champions League table from the league.
36 teams. I know I shouldn't ask you that. 30 odd teams. I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, it was. I suppose in some sense, it was different last year. I mean, it's the same this year, but it was different last year for the first time. So it was fresh, and it kind of was more interesting. I think a lot of people preferred it. Maybe didn't please everybody, but it was fresh and it was different, and I think it was a bit more enjoyable. I think we saw better games. We saw some teams that were given more of an opportunity to get into the latter stages that would never have done so in the group stage. But it's a hell of an effort to squeeze that big table in, isn't it?
I hope it comes back.
I mean, we have enough trouble with like a 6-team table.
I miss it. It's 36 teams. All right.
I know it's 36.
You knew it,
I was looking for clarity and you never gave it
No,
to me.
I just I knew you already had it. I knew you were covered. A top pro here next to me as well. Don, saw the challenge you put on Paul Scholes for Scotland in '99. I can't believe his leg is still on. Was that the naughtiest tackle you ever made, or pretty par for the course in those days?
Nah, pretty par of the course, because I've done a worse one on Vieira when I was playing for Everton, the second last game of the season, when Tony Adams scored that infamous goal, when he scored a brilliant goal, when I give the ball away and Steve Boll, his centre-half teammate, flicked it over the top and Tony Adams scored a brilliant volley. But I'd lost my head that game, red mist come, and I'd done a horrible tackle on Vieira, and then which the referee went play on, didn't even get a yellow. And then there's a worse tackle on Emmanuel Petit, and I snapped his shin pad. And I didn't realise at the time, and the boys will tell you, if you've ever heard a shin pad snap, it sounds like a broken bone. So when I went in on Manu, I heard the snap, and I'm waiting for the pain like on me, and it didn't come, and I'm thinking, and then the reality kicks in, thinking, I broke his leg just before France '98. And then he got up and he walked away, and I'm thinking, well, what was that? And then he looked down, he got his shin pad, and his shin pad snapped in half. It was that bad of a tackle. And he threw it on the pitch and went down the tunnel, and Wenger made a couple of subs. But the one on Scholesy, it's horrendous. Mm-hmm. Kalina, I think, was refereeing, and he went play on at Hampden. It was terrible.
I'm just
I was playing in that.
Turning around on the pitch.
I was playing in that game. That was a huge game. That was a qualifying playoff for the Euros that we lost. Scholes scored twice, but we actually played pretty well that day. But Don's tackle on Scholes, if there'd been VAR, I mean, they shouldn't even have needed VAR, to be honest. But it was one of those games, wasn't it? Because I went for a challenge with Paul Ince in the middle of the park, and Don's partner up front, Billy Dodds, who was my old mate at Chelsea, he just turned his head and winced, and Ince was kind of injured and I was injured, and Doddsy said both of us dragged ourselves to our feet because nobody wanted to be the one that was sort of left on the ground. That's what it was like back then. I mean, he got away with...
Someone done, Kay. Someone done, I think, on YouTube or social media, about a 30, 45-second clip of all the yellow cards in that game. And it's like, it's unbelievable what went on. And to go back to the question there, my horrendous tackle on Scholesy took it so well. Scholesy just like grimaced. Keegan went mental as the England manager, as he every right to do. But Scholesy just sort of looked, shook his head and thought, that was a disgrace, that tackle. But he took it really well.
How did Vieira take the tackle that you were talking about? I was wondering that when you were saying it.
No, Manu was... well, the worst one was Manu. And I've worked with Manu quite a few times over the last 4 or 5 years. He's a great guy. And every time I see him, he just pulls his sock up and shows me a 6-inch scar down his shin. But the best thing was, didn't he score a brace in the Champions League final? Pretty sure he scored a brace when they went on and beat Brazil. And he went on, he was fully fit. But it was the second last game of the season and we were at the bottom of the league, Everton, and we needed to try and beat Arsenal. And we had no chance and they walloped us and the red mist come down. And as all the stars sort of align or didn't align, if I had got sent off, I would have missed the last game of the season, which was the Coventry game in '98, which we stayed up on goal difference. So the referee on the day at Arsenal not sending me off done me a massive favour.
Any more stories, Don? Because I'm really getting the feeling this is a keep
I'm
Luis.
trying to keep Luis up.
Yeah,
trying to get Luis. I'm just thinking it's pointless him going to bed, so we might as well keep him up till 8 o'clock.
Well, it's the last one, Luis. Don't worry.
Well, I don't think Kalina. I don't think that was Kalina because Kalina refereed the game at Wembley, the one that you scored that you were going to tell us about.
But yeah, the reason I asked about Vieira without going on too much was
because he sent me. I've got a picture at my desk of Kalina making me go off for a blood injury. And it was,
when we finish, I'm gonna go and take that tackle.
Yes.
Luis, get yourself into bed and I'll tell you about the time I scored the winner at Wembley. Go on, get yourself into bed, I'll put you to sleep.
I'm still waiting to see how Brazil made it to the Champions League, Don.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right.
A little
Last
football.
question. It's a pun-related one, okay? Reds late game heroics word game. Start, bench or drop.
What?
So imagine you're on the back page of some of the British tabloids.
Yeah.
Later pool, live it late, or slottage time?
Slottage time.
So we're an editor of a newspaper and we're looking for a headline.
A headline for Liverpool's late winners. What do you like best, guys?
It's a poor effort there, James. Huh?
Somebody's got James has got a lot of time in his hand. He's not in.
Luis hasn't.
Not in Malaysia.
Will do.
Slottage time.
Slottage time, you like it?
Same.
It was later Cousin, wasn't it? So later Paul, maybe, when they were doing it.
I had a really good headline
Later pool.
when Man
I
United.
go for later pool.
Remember when Man United lost at Grimsby?
Yeah.
How did we get Man United back into this?
No, but you somehow managed.
But all the headlines, it was great. I thought, again, it's my brain. I thought I'm a grim. I'm a grim.
Good
You
one.
know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
Anyway, move on.
Would have been good. Luis, we're going to let you get some sleep, my friend. Thank you so much for staying up very, very late to join
Thank you very
us.
much.
Well, he's got to go to training now.
What a shift.
Yeah, and do whatever he's got to do. All right. Thanks for being with us. We'll be back tomorrow to do it all over again.